Hospitals are supposed to be safe places, even when abandoned, but some rooms keep memories that refuse to die. My name is Marcus Shaw, and I was called to a derelict city hospital to check the plumbing and electrical systems. Nobody warned me about room 313. They said it was sealed after a death, but no one ever told me why. That night, I discovered that some rooms remember, and sometimes they reach out. The hospital was enormous. Floors of peeling tiles, hallways lined with broken wheelchairs. I had my flashlight and tool bag, ready for a routine check. As I passed the sealed ward, I noticed room 313, its door reinforced with decades-old locks. A yellowing notice taped to it. "Do not enter." I laughed nervously, telling myself it was just a rumor about an old patient death. But when I shone my light on the door, I swear, I saw a faint reflection in the glass enamel. A man standing behind me. I spun around. Empty hallway. I decided to set up a small camera near the door to monitor any activity. At 10:07 a.m., the footage showed something impossible. The door wasn't moving, but a shadow slipped across it. A figure, tall, hunched, moving without opening the lock. My stomach twisted. I checked the door. Nothing, but the temperature dropped sharply. My breath became visible. I had entered an abandoned hospital, but room 313 felt alive. Around 2 a.m., I forced the lock reluctantly and stepped inside. Dust hung thick in the air. The walls were lined with faded peeling wallpaper, and a single bed lay in the center. Everything looked untouched, yet wrong. My flashlight caught movement in the corner. A reflection. No, not a reflection. A pale face pressed against the far wall, staring. I blinked. Dawn. And then I saw it. The bed was empty, but an indentation, like someone had been sitting upright, watching me, was clear. I realized the stories weren't rumors. Room 313 didn't want to be forgotten. At 2:43 a.m., I leaned over a broken mirror to inspect a crack. That's when I saw him or her. A reflection not mine. A man in old hospital gown, pale skin, eyes hollow yet piercing, staring directly into mine. My flashlight flickered. When it steadied, the reflection was gone, but I could still feel his gaze. The air grew heavier, and the smell of antiseptic mixed with something foul, like decay long buried. I backed away slowly, heart hammering, realizing the hospital had claimed him, and maybe it was claiming me too. By 3:10 a.m., every electronic device I had went haywire. Cameras flickered, monitors showed shadowy figures moving just beyond the lens, and doors I had locked slowly creaked open. I swear, I heard whispers, "Leave, leave," but in a voice that didn't belong to a living person. Each step I took, the shadows seemed to stretch, bending around corners in ways impossible for the human eye. Room 313 was no longer a room. It was a memory, a trap, a living ghost of a hospital that should have died decades ago. At 3:55 a.m., I tried to leave, but the hallway seemed longer than before. Shadows moved ahead of me, vanishing only to reappear closer. I felt a presence behind me, heavy, cold, watching. I dared a glance over my shoulder. The figure from the mirror stood there, eyes glowing faintly, mouth opening, whispering words I didn't understand but felt in my chest. My flashlight fell, rolled across the floor, and the figure leaned closer. Then everything went silent. When the first rays of sunlight broke through the hospital windows at 5:15 a.m., I was outside, heart racing, shaking. I never looked back, never went near room 313 again. I later learned the room had been sealed after a patient mysteriously vanished decades ago. Nobody ever found him. Some say his spirit lingers, trapped in that cold, abandoned space, waiting for someone to see him, to remember him. I remember. And sometimes, when I pass an abandoned hospital, I feel a presence, as if someone is silently watching, still waiting.